Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. In the last episode, we partied with the Party Gordo for the very first time. And now that an entire week has passed, that should mean that a brand new party is starting very, very soon. Now, I wasn't planning on finding every last one of the Party Gordos, and especially not so soon after the last one. But when I saw what the Party Gordo is giving away this time, I could not resist. So the developers actually tweeted a little hint this time. They said that this Party Gordo is hidden somewhere in a gloomy cave, somewhere around the map. So that has to be the Indigo Quarry, right? And I mean, we haven't explored the Indigo Quarry too much, so it would probably be to our benefit to snoop around there anyways. I feel like we've really neglected our poor little grotto. I mean, this place fits the bill for a gloomy cave too. Though unfortunately, the only party happening is the one inside our phosphor tabby corral right now. Yeah, I mean, look how many plorts we have in here. Our poor gardens are in such a state. Well, I guess we could go ahead and suck up all of these different vegetables. We'll go ahead and send some of the odd onions into our crystal slimes corral, but we'll take the carrots with us. That way we'll have something good to feed to the Party Gordo. If I remember correctly, they only took like 10 pieces of food. It really wasn't that much to make the Party Gordo happy, but we'll want to take some extras just in case. We could always stumble our way into a gold slime after all. So I was actually doing a little bit of poking around inside the Indigo Quarry off camera when I was trying to collect some more of this indigonium. I went up here to the ledge in the back. I forgot all about this pathway, but apparently that leads to another one of those locked doors. So that's why I'm down one extra slime key. I ended up opening a pathway straight to the ancient ruins, because both of these places are connected. But in the process, I did discover quite a few little nooks and crannies down here. Some caves that I would certainly consider to be quite gloomy. So maybe that's where we'll find the Party Gordo today. We'll just do a quick sweep of the place. Try to keep our wits about us too. The one problem with the Indigo Quarry is that there are so many twists and turns. It's quite easy to forget what you've already explored. It looks like, oh my goodness, did you just go straight off into the slime sea? Well, I guess that little Largo wasn't interested in the party. Maybe that means that we're not on the right trail. We must be getting super cold. Well, it looks like there are still some more caves out this way. So let's try exploring that one next. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll take us back out toward the heart of the Indigo Quarry. That would probably be the best place for us to start if... Oh, wait a second. This was the door I was just talking about. Oh my gosh, this is the one that leads us straight out to the ancient temple. So now this is connected with the Indigo Quarry too. That should make it a little bit easier for us to get around when we're trying to discover these little hidden gems of the far, far range. But yeah, clearly we are not on the right track out here. And with all of these tars destroying those poor slimes, I think we might want to get out of here sooner rather than later. In fact, this looks like it might be a dead end. Oh my goodness, it's a party of one out here. A party of one with tons and tons of chickens. I guess this little Boom Largo didn't want to share his party snacks with anyone else. Well, we'll leave you to it then. Enjoy your feast, little guy. This place looks like it could probably qualify as a gloomy cave. But unfortunately, the only music I hear is from the tars. Oh my goodness. Are there tars like dripping from the ceiling? This is not the best place to be. Let's try to make our way back to that main cave that we started from. Here we go. I think this one should take us back. Yep, there's that familiar torch, and this should be where all of our extractors are. Okay, so where else do you think we should try to go? What would qualify as a gloomy cave for some Party Gordo to throw his parties? I guess we could always go to the teleporter. You guys remember the teleporter that one of the rock Gordos was hiding? It actually led us to this giant cave with tons of crystal slimes. So if we can't find any other caves out here, we might try that one next. It looks like there is an entrance up this way though, so let's try this one first since we are right here. Oh, actually, I think this one led toward another one of those crystal caves. Oh my gosh, and the Party Gordo's in here. Oh, of course he is. This is where all of those beautiful fire flowers are. So he has plenty of good decorations to really make his party shine. And it looks like everyone's having a good time down there too. So, Mr. Gordo, we have some carrots for you this time. Oh my goodness. Okay, watch your step, JessiMew. We don't want to have any accidents. And it looks like the crystal slimes are also interested in getting a little bit of extra lunch. Luckily, we have plenty to go around. So I have really been looking forward to seeing this brand new ornament that you have inside your presents this time. Let's send out the party. You guys can join all of our friends way down in the pit down there with all of the... Oh my gosh! With all of the fire flowers too! And it looks like at this time we actually have a Party Gordo ornament. So a brand new rare type of ornament to hang in our ranch. Well, that'll be a nice way to remember our new friend. We'll have to find a really good place to set that one up. But I'm interested in what's inside these new crates. Let's see. Yes, that's the one! Oh my gosh, guys, look how gorgeous this ornament is. It's the starry ornament. I think these are going to look perfect inside the grotto. We could make our own little constellations maybe for all of our phosphorus slimes. Alright, it looks like we managed to get 4 from the crates. So that's not too bad. And we might even find some more too if we happen to run into more of those presents. Now that we've officially partied with the Party Gordo once more, he should have let down some more presents for us to discover. So we'll see if we can weasel some more starry ornaments out of those special crates. For now though, let's go straight back to the grotto. I think what I want to do is collect a whole bunch of our echoes and see if we can make some like big starry sky right on top of the ceiling. I think that'll look especially nice since it's so dark and quiet down there. And next to our little fireflies, our sweet little phosphorus slimes, I think those glowing lights will be the perfect touch. We even have some brand new little phosphor ornaments to decorate your space with. I suppose we could always put them right here in the front. I put some of the hunter ornaments by the overgrowth actually, so this would make quite a bit of sense. If we can just hover a little bit higher and send that one up too. These are so finicky. That's my only problem with all of these decorations. It can be very, very tricky to get the echoes and the ornaments just where you want them. But I think that looks pretty good for now. So since we only have one left, I'll go ahead and plop it right here, so you guys can have a nice shining little phosphor slime smiling down at you. Oh, and how are our fire slimes doing? Do you guys still have your mustaches, or have they burned off? Oh no, it looks like some of them are still wearing the mustaches. Looking very, very dapper today. So let's do the same for the starry ornaments, and we'll hang them from the ceiling this time. Oh, I wonder if we could get them like right on these gorgeous spikes. So it'll be like they're hanging down from each one. If we can pull it down a little bit more. Well, that might have been too much, but I think you guys get the picture. Oh my gosh, I am loving this so far. We'll hang one over here too. And then I think the last one can go way in the back on this nice big formation that we have directly over our crystal slimes. Oh, you guys missed quite the party inside the crystal caves. All of your little crystal slime friends had a very good time with the Party Gordo. Maybe we should even consider hanging this one nearby too. That way you guys don't have to feel like you missed out on all the fun. We could move this around later, but for now, we'll just plop them right over here. Now I need to make room for some echoes, so here's the rest of all of those carrots for you guys. We'll have to go to the wilds, I believe. I've been keeping all of our echoes with our rainbow princess, since she seems the most likely to take care of them. Oh, and with all of that indigonium that I collected when I was snooping around the quarry before, I actually had enough to create the #1 slime stage. So now might be the perfect time for us to get to work on that too. If we can find a good spot to set up the stage, maybe right here. We'll have to make sure that it's facing out toward all of our subjects, of course. Then we can install this thing and grab our lovely princess and finally set her on her throne. So I hope this is going to keep her right here. Should she stay there forever, or will she find a way to escape? I guess we'll find out. The tabbies can be pretty crafty. But she looks gorgeous up here, doesn't she? Oh, that throne was made for you. Oh my gosh, and we can make her spin? Oh, I may have wiggled you right out of your throne, little one. We'll go ahead and pop you back on. Yeah, as long as she stays here, as long as she stays nice and safe, I think she'll be okay. She can gaze down on all of her subjects. She can look over her beautiful rainbow worlds. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Well, as long as you don't go flying straight into the slime sea, then you should be okay. Just, exercise caution for us, okay? We have a bit of decorating to do after all. We're going to suck up a whole bunch of these different colored echoes and bring them into our grotto. I'm not sure that our rainbow princess has ever seen the grotto before, so she probably doesn't know how gorgeous it is. But all of these echoes are going to be put to very good use. So don't worry, my rainbow queen. I'm sure it's something you would approve of. It seems like as long as we're not next to her, so she's not tempted to hop out of her throne and boop us on the nose, then she seems to be okay. But we'll have to make sure to check just in case, because we don't want her getting too curious and hopping straight into trouble. And now it's just time to string up all the lights. So I hope you guys are ready. I know you are going to love this place once it's done. I think we will literally just fling these all around the ceiling, dot them around just like little stars. So it doesn't really matter what sort of formation we put them in. I think it would look better if it's random, though we could always try to make our own constellations. That would be pretty cool too. Maybe we can try to pick out constellations once it's done, trace some of the interesting patterns on the ceiling of the caves. At least it'll give our slimes something fun to do. You'd think it might get boring in here after a while, just hopping around all day. Though I suppose that's why we would want to give our slimes their favorite toys too. We have the nightlight in here for our phosphor slimes, but I'm not sure if we ever bought the toy for the crystal slimes. And I've been a little bit too nervous to buy one for these guys, because I have heard that they can go flying straight out of their incinerators if they get a little bit too excited playing with their toys. So I don't want to come back to find out that each and every last one of our fire slimes has disintegrated into ash. Oh, did the cave just eat my echo? Come back, please. We weren't done with you. There you are. Alright, we'll try not to throw any extra echoes that way. Let's put a couple of them right above the phosphor slimes too. We don't have many blue echoes to work with, but honestly, this place is so blue anyways. It's just kind of the color scheme that it might look better with some more striking colors in the mix. Alright, so what do you guys think? We used every last one of our echoes to make this gorgeous light show on the ceiling of our grotto, and I think it looks pretty good. It's quite striking when you first walk in, when everything goes all dark and gloomy, and there's just tons of lights all over the ceiling. Yeah, I think our phosphor slimes are going to be quite pleased with this new development. So the only other thing we could possibly do is add some decorations, if we have places to plop these in. Hopefully we have enough of the ingredients that we'll need. I know we do have a couple of those little crystal things from the indigo quarry. We could place those inside as long as we can make them. Oh good, it looks like we have enough. This hexium formation takes some of that indigonium that I collected before. And then we have the crystal cluster, which takes pink plorts and crystal plorts. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that the crystal slimes are quite involved with all of these different decorations. So let's make one of both. And then maybe we should consider making one of these really pretty slime lamps too. We could make the blue one now. Unfortunately, the violet one takes some of the wild honeys, so we can't make that. Yeah, it looks like we'll probably have to stick with the blue slime lamp. But this one will look very, very nice right beside the blue crystals we're about to place too. Oh, this place is just so gorgeous. It looks so much more striking now than it did before. Yeah, we had really neglected our grotto, but we're not going to let that happen again. So I guess we could place some of the little crystals over here. It's very close to our crystal slimes, so I think they'll appreciate it. We'll put the crystal cluster right next to their garden. Oh my gosh, that thing looks so cool. Yes, that is perfect for the grotto. And then the other one, I guess we could place a bit higher. Maybe in the back over here? It might look nice next to our incinerator. It's not as though the poor little fire slimes have very much to keep them occupied. So at least they can look at all of the glowing lights of this giant pillar from the indigo quarry. Straight from the quarry, you guys. Yeah, this place is really coming along. The last thing we have left to do is place down the slime lamp. And I guess that would look best over here anyways, right by our phosphorus slimes. We did learn before that the phosphorus slimes are a little bit afraid of the dark, so I guess this will be a nice way to ensure that they're always feeling very comfortable. And this is the first time that we're seeing the slime lamp as well. Oh my goodness, it's like a little lava lamp, but with like a legitimate slime inside. He actually looks kind of terrified. I'm not sure if that's going to give our phosphorus slimes the sweet dreams that I was hoping for. It might actually give them nightmares. Yeah, you kind of look like nightmare fuel. Well, we tried. We tried to give you a nightlight, but honestly, I think you might be better off just playing with the little nightlight you have inside your corral and gazing at all of the stars in the sky. So the last thing we could do is maybe buy that extra little toy for our crystal slimes. I know that we have something inside this toy machine for them, but I can't quite remember which one they like the most. Oh, wait a second, is it the crystal ball? Reduces agitation of nearby slimes, especially crystal slimes who can use it to see the future but will never tell. Oh, I didn't realize they were quite so mystical. Here you go, my little crystal tabbies. A new crystal ball for you guys to play with. I guess we could probably get rid of this silo now too. Now that we can store multiple items into each of these different slots, there's really not much of a reason for us to have so many silos on the ranch. We could just move all of this tofu over to the one in the main portion, and then maybe set this up as a different place for a new type of slime. I suppose we could always make a different largo with the crystals, or even with the phosphorus slimes. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you can think of a good combination that would look really nice in this glowing cave, then let me know and we'll plop them into a brand new corral. So I'm not planning on finding every single Party Gordo that's released, but honestly, I could not resist getting my hands on these gorgeous starry ornaments. I think they really bring the place together. So if there's ever another Party Gordo out there with a particularly interesting gift, then you can bet we're gonna be right back on the ranch, ready to party again with some more slimes. So our adventures on the far, far range are far from over. And I know that we're going to have a lot of fun exploring the new updates too, once those are ready for Beatrix to discover. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!